Hello. What's up, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Make sure we're live. Happy Monday. We out here another day grinding. Yep, we got some cool stuff planned as always. Staying excited. Brand new week. We got so much stuff across everything going on. AI is moving so fast. Absolutely love it. Every day is a blessing to be here, to be feeling good, and to be building the next generation of businesses. Honestly, I feel like this is like crypto back in 2010, where you're just it's a small group of people doing a lot, and then maybe in 5 years we'll have everybody else do what we're doing. So we're really. It feels like really early. And with AI, unlike crypto, with crypto, all you had to do was buy it. With crypto, all you had to do is buy it and try to hold on to it for dear life. AI, there's nothing to buy. Yes, you can try to buy stocks, but what you gonna buy? You gotta actually use AI. You gotta know how to use AI to actually make profit or take advantage of it. I think that's a big thing that a lot of people get upset about with AI because they don't know how to use it or they can't figure out a way to use it. It's just they're gonna be upset about it. So anyway, we're not upset. We're gonna be here and building, and let's build. So we got some cool stuff, guys. X-Copilot is what we're working on. Here it is. As always, I've updated a couple of stuff. So we did the animation a little bit better. Just some layout stuff for mobile. It was completely unusable. So we made it now more usable. Yeah, so it's decent. So here it is, guys. Now we removed a couple of things there. So now you have to link your X. How do you link your X? In the future, we might change this to like, okay, it looks like it's actually gonna link it. All right, this is a nice surprise. So I guess it's actually going to link your X, which is nice. So that it is. Link your X. Okay, now here's the deal. We need, as soon as you link your X, it is supposed to do the whole learning phase. So here's a couple of things. The learning phase does cost us a little bit. So I'm gonna just look into this. Let's look into this. It's just kind of like user flow problems, not a big deal. So here we go. Let's go back to cursor, give it a prompt, and kind of get things going. Let me see. Here we have cursor. Okay, I'm just gonna type it in here. So, okay, so can you investigate why for margin systems I just linked my X, but it said no corpus? Why is that? I clearly have tons of posts, and after linking the X, I feel like it should have got my 100 posts easily. What happened? Just investigate. Do not change anything. Okay, we're gonna be doing some parallel lane work here as well. I think just so that we don't have to get stuck on one thing, because clearly this will be some issue. We're gonna open the issue, open the PR. It's gonna take some time to clear this out. I'm not sure what this is, why it's not showing up. But we're gonna figure this out. That's why we do this live on stream. Meanwhile, while it's kind of we're still on that window, I gotta make sure I don't forget to kind of switch windows. So I'm gonna just zoom this up a little bit. Okay, like this. It's a little bit. Let me make it fit better. Okay, something like this is good. A little bit better this way. I'm gonna work on fitting it properly, but yeah, this is what we got here. So what is it talking about? It's just gonna investigate this for now because voice ingest. So the pattern here is after you sign up. Here's the deal. Here's how we're gonna make it work. When you sign up, you are going to link your X, and so we have free plans, obviously. Well, not obviously, but we have free plans. So the thing is, for the free, because doing the scrape costs us some time and money. I guess for a free plan, we can kind of do it still, but really, for the full kind of set of features, we would upsell the Pulse plan. The idea is on the Pulse plan is where you will, starting from Pulse and up, you will be able to actually get the full features with suggested replies and everything like this. Because again, we are going to have to pay a lot in API costs to get your account synced up and get all the features working. So in this case, it's I think we need to be careful about for which accounts we are gonna do this scraping, because we don't want to just get like hammered with sign-ins that don't buy anything. And so the idea is we would love to. We have a free trial plan, but the thing is we want to make sure that we're not burning too much. So we do have like $1 or $2 per user, and at the same time each day you can only do one takeoff. So at most we can burn a couple cents per day, something like this. So only the actual voice stuff will be applied later on. But that's different for now. We're still kind of working this out. Let's check out cursor is done here. So what did it say? This cursor said Lincoln X did not pull a corpus. The voice page is empty because this user has never been ingested. Voice ingest runs in 3 places only: onboarding complete, saving X username, and setting the hourly worker. You used link X, so 1 to 2. This is not. So this is like a small gap. So this is a real gap. Again, the idea is the corpus collection should run right when we are able to get a proper X link for the user. Also, let's centralize this. I love the idea of officially having users link their X. This way, it's going to be hard for someone to just DDoS us with tons of Google signups and fake X account links. So let's open up an issue and a PR or a MGPR stack to handle this. What are we gonna do? We're gonna centralize / refactor the ingest for the corpus to fire off automatically as soon as we get the user's X. Plus, the requirement is also the user has to be on a paid plan. For the free plan, it's too expensive. Actually, no. But forget this. Forget this, the paid plan. That's it. So, okay, so here's the deal. The deal is it did not fire this because it went through another path, a link X path, which is not the default path for onboarding. So the idea is we're gonna make the default path for onboarding to actually link your X. So if you sign in with X, that's also another path. So we just need to centralize our like auth login user journey paths. This still seems like a little bit of a pain point in here. We already got proper onboarding. It's just that whole linking your X part becomes adds a little bit of complexity if you have Google sign in, for example. If you have X sign in, everything becomes really easy. But most people don't want to just, sacrifice, I guess, link their X right away to a new platform. Most people are very comfortable just doing Google sign in, and after that they can maybe check it out, and then they do the X link. So that's just that. We need to essentially force users to link their X officially, because if it's not officially linked, then it's gonna be very easy to just hammer our services, and we're gonna have some issues. So this is just a basic PR we're gonna do here. I'm gonna just get some food going. Okay, here it is. All right. So yeah, link X never starts corpus ingest. That's the gap. Element issue has stack PR that centralizes the kickoff, so ingest runs as soon as we have a real X link. That makes sense. I think at this point, it should run it. It might not run it for the existing user because we already have linked it, so we might need to re-link it for the new for our user. Meanwhile, let's just use our product. Let's dog food it while it builds it. We're gonna do another takeoff here. See, is the animation a little bit better? I think. Are we on the right page? Yes. The animation's a little bit cleaner. You see, it's just like a little bit of a Mergestorm style animation. So we're gonna do that. It takes some time, but it just takes its own time. We can try to optimize this further to surface more threads, to be a little bit cheaper. The thing here is there is no other way. There is no way around it in terms of XAPI dev console like prices. Let me show you guys. There's no other way around the prices for the reading of the posts. There's nothing you can do. Let me show you guys. I could show you guys this. I think yeah. This is on Firefox. Yeah, check this out. This is the XDev API console. Now I don't have a lot of credits. We've already burnt $18 just from me alone. And I didn't even. Most of it is just testing. As you can see, the reads. A lot of reads because we have to do the reads. That's the thing. We have to do the reads in order to, it's just like there's no way to avoid it. Let me see the Dev API cost. I don't think. Where's the cost here? The cost breakdown. I'll have to look it up, but it pretty sure it's like 0.5 cents per read. Something kind of annoying, really annoying. So, yeah, we're just gonna close it for now. So anyway, we did a couple of read. We did some stuff here. We did the search. Also, usage and billing. We're gonna update it. I mean, I'm on this Horizon. It's $100 a month. So yeah, I mean, it's a good amount. If you're on this one, you're gonna be able to use a lot of it. But regardless, let's go back here. So we got a couple of threads. Let's look at the threads we have. So it looks like we do have suggested reply, but as you can see, you need to unlock this. So hourly, maybe we'll retry. On the hour, it will retry, but we're gonna make it so that it does it right away. So that's that. Is cursor done? Let's check cursor. I think it's done. It is issue and send a PR. We can find it on Mergestorm. Right here. Let's see. There it is. So we got this, a small UI update we need to land. I'm going to land this. We added the front end TypeScript agent here. This is for Mergestorm. So this is for start voice corpus ingest as soon as X is linked. So there's a nice simple PR here. Okay, and let's see what we got. We're gonna go back. Yeah, Mergestorm. We got a couple of updates overnight. It was mostly stability updates and just a couple of small patches. Nothing crazy. We're still doing the same old thing. With the agents, I think we did add a front end specialist. I feel like we're gonna add a couple more, maybe 3, 4, 5 more. I mean, these scale pretty well. It just comes 1, 2, 3, 4. It just comes up to the router, really. And so the idea is to put some nice specialists here that are different lanes. So we already have front end TypeScript. We can try a different front end, depends on our repos, but most front end is built in TypeScript. So there's that. I'm not sure if there's anything else we might miss. I mean, there might be like, we can have like a noodle soup agent, but this is going to be more of a like a refactor suggestion. So it's a little bit different than just straight up code review. But a big thing I noticed, like sometimes you have some insanely large God files, like 2,000-3,000 lines. That's clearly not how you're supposed to do this stuff. So we're gonna find a way to. We need to find a way to properly be able to address this and patch stuff like this. But this is not even like a bug hunt, you know. This is like a different, completely different angle here when it comes to this product. Right, guys, let's see where we at. We have this PR churning. We need to start working on something else meanwhile. Let me just interact with a couple of posts here. So this guy said, just take a look at the quality here. So the story of the last few years, how I was EVA CTO and how Ton slowly died. Whoa. Solo and Solana. Again, this is crypto stuff. I'm not sure why it surfaces crypto stuff. Hackathon MVP to mainnet to raising the arc, almost built in public threads, never actually complete. Curious what almost killed the project between pre-audit and launch. That gap is usually so lose momentum or funding. Let's see. Hackathon MVP to mainnet to raising is the arc most built in public threads, never actually complete. Yeah. What is he talking about? This guy is talking about. Okay, man. I guess we're gonna read this or what? It's a very long thread. Again, no. So here's the thing. We missed something. We don't want to interact with replies that are replying to a big thread, man. I don't know. It should not have caught this. This is a big issue. Yeah, this is kind of a little bit of a personal. Oh man, I forgot to switch the view. So this is a little bit more of a personal preference, but I would like to maybe push this. I'm trying to see if I want to push this as like a general guideline for everybody because I don't know. Maybe some people do want to read X posts. I don't. I don't want to read this. Yes, I don't want to read this. It's too long. I don't have time to read this. Forget about if I want to read this. I don't have time to read this. We're just gonna skip this one because we are gonna be filtering out this kind of stuff. And look at the settings. The idea is in the settings you can kind of see we already drop X articles. So if you this setting should actually we should actually make it so that this setting is a drop X articles. We should upgrade the setting for drop X articles to also say drop X articles or add a second setting that says drop any replies to X articles. What do you think about this? Because we already drop X articles, obviously. And in this case, we're gonna just drop replies to them as well. And then just surface that setting. I think it does kind of feel like, oh, one more edge case. The one thing we have to be careful with these kind of things is you don't want to add a million gazillion, settings. So there's something like at some point you have something like excluded tags. Like, rather than having a radio box or a checkbox of what you want to do, this is just a bunch of tags. So there's available tags here as well. So we have a couple of available tags, and it kind of gives you a little bit more, control. We can still polish this a little bit, but it gives you to exclude accounts as well if you want to exclude certain accounts. So you can kind of polish this and curate this as you want. But we already have this drop X articles setting. We have drop posts with EM dashes, drop automated accounts, dedupe accounts I've interacted with, and some max thread characters. So something like the max thread characters. This is for the reply, I believe. I need to kind of take a look here. What is this in regards to exactly? So let's see what it says. This is going to be a little bit of investigation here before we decide what to do exactly. So, widen the existing checkbox. Do not add a second one. Drop X articles already means I do not want article conversations. The short reply an article is still that conversation. Right, so we just expanded. Really able to drop. Yeah, okay, then we're going to do this. Okay, let's just do this. Open an issue and open APR. Let's relabel the drop X articles box to also drop any replies to them. only makes sense. Okay. Right. And do not spend it in a wall of text conversation either. One bit. Yep. So we're just gonna relabel it for that one. And for the max characters, label is left over from its combos frame as fine threads. It measures only the candidate's own text. So I would relabel it max post characters or skip post. Yeah. And also in the same PR, fix this as well. So we're gonna a little bit of a nudge. Just want to make sure that it fixes as well. So in the same PR, it's gonna just adjust a little bit of the settings, nothing too crazy. Let me just go back to Mergestorm. Did we complete our? Let me see. Yep. Did we complete our? It's still patching our PR here. You can see Cyclone is patching it. Vortex did review it, but we're just waiting on that Cyclone, on that juicy Cyclone patch. Okay. And so for the corpus, for the previous PR, once it lands, we're gonna need to just clear up our existing account so that I can relink it and rerun the corpus. I don't know what it's even called corpus. I guess corpus is like the skeleton or like the initial data set. Is that what corpus is? What is that? What does corpus mean? Corpus, it's a collection of real-world text or speech data. Interesting. In linguistics and data science, a corpus is a large structured set of texts stored electronically. I'm learning about this corpus. I mean, I just assumed it just means like a skeleton, kind of. I don't know, because it sounds like corpse. So I was like, oh, maybe it has something to do with like a corpse. Anyway, so corpus. So we're just doing this. Let's go back to cursor. What's cursor doing? We are in cursor. Sorry, guys. Same PR, widen drop X articles to cover flies. So it's gonna do this nice little PR. Let's just go back and use our product some more. It's like I can't use the product because I keep finding bugs. So let's just go back to the product. This one again, we're gonna skip this one because it's I'm not sure what's going on there. But we have the whole thread stuff that we've removed. Okay, here we go. AI is only good for web dev. Is aging terribly. Someone just built a full paying arcade roguelite with Unity and Claude. C#. This solo dev shipping full games with AI like this is gonna change everything. Taste is the real meta now. Yeah, I think it is and it's not. In my opinion, we need distribution. Okay, I'm just saying that this guy is saying that taste is the meta. I don't think so. I think distribution is the meta. Because also we updated the market as interacted, as you can see, it's faster now. It'll just kind of do it. Do we got our streak? Do we have our streak still? We need kind of a is it updating correctly? Because we just marked this as interacted, right? And did we get it? I think we did, but it needs to update, right? Let me see. It did grab it. Yes, it is in here. My reply is grabbed, but we need it needs to show properly in the chart. So that's another issue. Let's see here. Another issue, please investigate, is when I mark as interacted now, it finds the reply, stores it in interactive memory, but the flight path doesn't update right away, even after refreshing the page. C817, it still shows 0. So, what's up with that? Also, what about grabbing my replies, the whole from to thing that runs hourly for analytics and such to actually collect the data? Oh my god, I need to be in the right window. I'm sorry, guys. To actually collect the data so we can display users their analytics and posts, etc., and later use that to suggest actions on X, like making posts or doing more replies to grow it further and lean into the posts that generate more views slash engagement. All right, just something like this. We just continue kind of. It feels like you're just hammering everything all over. You know what I mean? So it feels like a little bit messy in terms of like we're just um, trying this and we just like we're patching the onboarding flow. Now we're patching a little bit of the scout triage, and now we're doing something really different where talk about the memory and the analytics. So we're still kind of all over, just doing a product polish all over, so we can get this working properly. We still have a good amount of ways to go. We have like the basics down, but we still have to kind of smooth everything properly. So let's go on to the next one here. It is decent. This one actually, oh, sorry, this is interactive. Let's go curate. Let's go to the next one here. It does seem to be a little bit decent now. And again, this as well is kind of a common one where it responds to something with an image AI generated, which is fine. But the most interesting part about asset transfer, most users may not have noticed, most people think an asset transfer is simply send, confirm, receive. Wow, my gosh. Are you kidding me? What is that, bro? That's a lot of text, man. This is an issue. This is another issue. I am very upset. Again, this is a reply to a wall of text posts. I thought we already said we don't want this and we want to exclude 100 plus character posts slash OP posts as well. I'm confused why it keeps surfacing these walls of text. Don't change anything, just investigate. Alright, it's just gonna be doing some things. What is it working on? It's working on updating the setting a little bit, and after that, we're gonna investigate two investigations we have to do. First investigation is for why when a mark is interacted, it doesn't seem to actually update the chart properly. Maybe there's some delay, or maybe it's no longer, you know what I mean? And there's also something when we found the reply, right? We need to kind of properly update it so we don't need to reread the same reply 2 times. That's another thing. Like if we are going to be doing a from to collection, or actually, I don't know how it's a little bit intricate the way we can actually do this, because the idea is we want to have it under analytics. I would have a bunch of your posts, so we have a little bit. We don't have anything here, just two, I guess, that it grabbed from the posts here. We have one original post that it grabbed, and then we have one of these, and we still have views. Any data on this? I'm sorry, guys. Again, wrong window. This is the analytics page. We need to kind of polish it a little bit, and it does show just these two posts here. It's obviously grabbing them from when a marker is interacted, and this one it grabbed automatically. But we need a little bit better for the analytics. Let's go see on our dashboard where we at. Is it still now? It's Vortex reviewing. It looks like it has had a bunch of reviews done. Vortex, branch became Copilot, and then we have here Cyclone patch applied, and Vortex is doing yet another review. So we're gonna fix that. Let's see. Go back to cursor. Yeah, this other PR is live. $2.98. Let's see. Yep, this PR is live. I investigate this real quick. Yes. Okay. We got a little bit of a thing here where the PR is not showing up properly. Let me see. Yeah. Scan connected PRs. There it is. It showed up under connected PRs. Maybe it's not all right. Let's see where we at. I'm gonna have to fix this myself after the stream. I think we had this issue yesterday a little bit where it just was not registered. But that's okay. Even though it's not registered, it should still show up here. So all right. We just need a little bit of improve our discovery here. The connected PRs, it's we need to figure out again. Yeah, we'll figure this out. A couple of patches every day. It's nice to see that we always have yet another thing to patch, but we're getting closer to the product we want. The core product itself works fine, but yeah, getting this dashboard to work well is needs a little bit more polish. We get that done. So yeah, I think meanwhile, let me continue with our X Copilot interactions so we can get a couple more done. Let me see. And then yeah, we need to this is separately for Mergestorm. We need to properly add a refresh so it's pretty fast and it shows up right away, and proper entrance animation for the new PRs when they show up. Okay, let me go back to cursor and just try to understand what it's talking about here. So we did two investigations. The first one is the mark as on flying path did not ignore it. It treated today as a sampled zero, so the line crashed. What? Bars are mark counts. The copy is accurate. Altitude is sample views. What? Altitude is sampled views. Marks without a sample hold the last altitude. After mark interacted, the desk does not refresh stats. A reload does too. The interacted row showing 1 hour pending is the disk snapshot. The chart is a different read. Get API directed stats. The merge accepts views 0. A reply posted a minute ago almost always comes back as 0 impressions. Then today's points is interactions 1, view 0 with stats 1. Okay. With stats 0 and views equals 0 is treated as a real altitude. Hold is skipped. The line goes to the axis that matches the chips. Yeah, it is so confusing. I'm confused right now. Mark does not write own posts. what this is already good for. Analytics already has totals of views slash likes, kind of makes what is not. Nothing ranks, do more of this, or Q and next original slash reply. It's a little bit messy, guys. We need to clean this up. The flight path fix is small. Do not treat 0 views live lookup as a sample. Hold last attitude to. This is weird, man. Okay. Okay, I thought we get 1 point just for making a reply. So why doesn't the bar go up? I'm so confused. And here, the other thing is, same hole, we just wrote the PR for production is still on the old filter. Nothing is broken about your 400 cap. Okay. So we do have the fix, and we're just gonna, we need to plug it in. So we have to fix that. Let me see what's wrong with the, it needs to figure out what's going on with the dashboard for the Mergestorm dashboard, so it shows up the actual PR. Yeah. It's always nice when you do demos. There's always something that breaks. So yeah, that's really nice. Okay, so yeah, there it is. Is that a Firefox issue? Maybe we have a Firefox issue. Yeah. Yeah. We have to fix some issues, guys. We have to go offline because it seems to be bugging out right now a little bit. It's not good. So yeah, we're gonna fix a couple of issues. I'm gonna hop offline, but we're gonna continue working on this X-Copilot. Yeah, let me get this here. Looks like we have a little bit of issues with some of our APIs. We're gonna go get to the bottom of it right now. Yep. So anyway, we have a lot of randomness on our plate, and we're gonna handle this tonight. So tomorrow, I'm gonna try to show you guys a little bit better with a full interactive view. I know I wanted to do tonight. See, 94 out of 100 conversations. So we managed to grab a good amount of conversations. But not yet. We need a couple more. 6 more. Can we get 6 more done? We can try. That's the same thing as before, the wall of text. So we're gonna skip this. Let's open an X. This is the important design shift. Share liquidity only works if risk remains legible. Again, this is some a big thread, and this is yeah. I'm not liking this. It doesn't feel human, man. We are entering the era of skinny fat startup, small team shipping. Yes, yes, yes. Solo founders plus an AI executive team is the meta right now. I think so. You know how much you can do with the AI executive team? Just as a solo founder, you have a whole team that's better than a real executive team. So here it is. The Smuckers interacted. So we got that. We're getting closer. I believe it's gonna be 95 now. So let's do a couple of more. Let's open this one. And the hardest part about shipping AI tools is that they're basically a mirror for all your own bad logic. Debugging feels like talking to a ghost that refuses to admit it made a mistake. Hunting bugs is easier with AI, but you also have more bugs to hunt to begin with. Yeah, this is just a little bit here. Yeah, it's a lot easier to figure out bugs with AI, but you also have a lot more bugs because you ship a lot faster. Okay, so we got a couple more now. Let me go back to see, because we need to fix our Mergestorm issue. We have some issues there. Okay. So that's separate. Let's go back to cursor. Do we have cursor here? Yeah, we need to get our dashboard to work. It's timing out a little bit. I think something with the new stacks got it messed up. So we'll have to figure this out after the stream. But I think I'm gonna end this stream soon. Yeah, my food is here, guys. If you showed up now, I'm sorry. You just showed up towards the end of it. But yeah, just a quick overview. So let's go back here to X-Copilot. So yeah, we do have a free plan. If you guys want to check it out, xcopilot.dev. It gives you a decent rate limit. We're still working on the suggested replies. So we don't have suggested replies on purpose because, yeah, we need to learn your voice. So you need at least 100 conversations for us to learn it. And after that, we'll give you suggested replies at 100 conversations. So this is just one thing we're working towards. So that, yeah, you can't just start using this and automatically start posting with AI. You need to actually have some real conversations first, so that our AI can learn your voice, and then it'll suggest replies based on your voice, based on your biases and such. And we're already storing interacted and not interested, so this will keep growing with each post. You're gonna have more and more in the memories. The voice will keep updating as well. So yeah, we're still at 94. So it's gonna refresh once per hour. So once per hour, it'll grab your latest conversations. And even after 100, it'll continue to grab it once per hour, your additional conversations, and it will adjust the voice for it. So that's kind of the basics for it. We're kind of building the second part of the pipeline. Again, to use it, you just sign up. You can log in with X, log in with Google Auth, and then you just link your X, click takeoff, and it's going to search threads based on your agenda. It's going to do a bunch of filtering based on the settings, and then it's going to surface some really nice threads for you to interact with. That's just the basics of it. It's really nice because you would have to do this manually if you wanted to search and find threads that are like outside of your followers, outside of your network. And so this makes it really nice to where you can just do this automatically. And also with the AI suggested replies, it will make it a lot easier for you to continue to use this and make replies faster and make more replies. Looks like maybe we got a couple more here. A couple more threads. Let me see. Curated. Do we get a couple more threads here? There's also some layout shift I need to fix, and it seems to load pretty slow. So we'll have to figure out a way here. So this is a mistake to ask an AI opinion. I don't think issues about hallucinations. How does an LLM test an opinion IRL and updates believe? Please, I want you to cut it. Yeah, I mean, usually AI opinions come from the learning data. So if you ask it about a design architecture for your app, it will just try to give you someone else's proven architecture. It baked into its weights. Not a terrible deal. So that's the other thing. I just want to clarify that with AI, it's good. It's going to give you answers, but it's not going to give you like new answers. If it's going to give you an answer that it learned from somewhere, it knows from somewhere. So again, it's not a bad deal, but if you want to build something new entirely, the best you can have it do is give you, make it inspired by some existing architecture, and then you can build on top of that. So that's still not a bad idea. I don't mind it. So us humans still have to do all the fun stuff, which is inventing new stuff. So let me see here. We got some issue with Mergestorm, and there was some issue there. The work blocks the whole tab while auth session is still pending. That skeleton reuses the same loading stacks. Or wait for the session probe. It should fail open in 12 seconds. Yeah. So we'll figure this out. We got a couple of issues here we need to settle with Mergestorm. And after that, we should be all good, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by the stream. I will catch you guys tomorrow. We're going to continue building this X-Copilot. Just continue to refine the user flows and the user onboarding. Fix this suggested reply unlock so it actually works properly. And besides that, I think we're all good. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'll see you guys tomorrow.